Good evening, guys. Once again, welcome to an exciting cricket banter between all of us on the eve of the Test series versus India and England. Yeah, someone said that England came to India with so-called baseball techniques, and yes, first match they won very handsomely, and many started predicting yes, now India is gonna they find it tough after 2012 in their own condition without main players. But say, somewhere they forgot that India always has the chance to bounce back in its own condition. And exactly India showed the same thing to England, who had to, in fact, they were only speakers by the mouth in the press conference, but nothing happened on the field. So to discuss this contest between India and England, we have with us Varad Vaichal, founder of the Worldwide Conglomerate, and co-writer and companion Koteshwar Rao. So welcome, guys.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
So
Hello
my
everyone.
question to Bharat sir is, yes sir, you were very excited that England team giving India a very big thrashing in the first match. And India lost by so total 28 runs, and you were the first one to predict like England is going to win series after 12 years. It just took a matter of 4 or 5 days for India to bounce back. So what you have to say about England's team performance now in your review?
See, England, there were a lot of overconfidence was there. I mean, just take your time. This dismissal of Joe Root, what he's doing, why he's bouncing down the track, why Ben Stokes is strolling around the park. I mean, Johnny Bairstow. See these guys, all three of them are very experienced. They're a part of 2012 campaign. Ben Stokes wasn't there, but he was around this team only during that phase. There was see, baseball won't succeed every time in India. You have to grind the opposition. Like, what is this statement? Like 60 hours, 70 hours, which is right. Take your time. You had two complete days, but still there were so much in a hurry. Like they wanted to go to Abu Dhabi, so to spend time with family and everything. I mean, I didn't get what was happening. Take your time. Please see, there is a difference between attacking game plan and intent. Intent is something which will try to take a single, double run, score 2 to 3 runs. But here England was trying to smash boundary every over, every another over, so it's not going to work. See, we must give credit to India. India played exceptionally well. Rohit Sharma's captaincy was spot on. The field placements, everything was good. But England somewhat they didn't play according to their potential.
Yeah, I think if England played well, mainly those 2 wickets of Joe Root and Stokes, they just gave away as a gift for India the wickets. If they played in their natural manner, Joe Root especially, who plays very, I mean, who plays spin very well, he's seen in some kind of rush. I mean, he wanted to play, he wanted to somehow fit in the baseball. The baseball concept has got into his head too much that he is starting to play is aggressive cricket and forgetting how he plays generally.
Yes, but Joe Root has scored more than 10,000 test runs. It's not a joke. Just play your natural
Yes.
game. It's like telling Rahul Dravid to go back, play like Sehwag. I just means literally it's not going to work. See, Joe Root, he see, just as I said, intent should be there to score runs. Take your time. Just take your time. See, this ever-changing landscape of cricket is very much threatening and dangerous. Why every team is trying to win the match inside 5 days, inside 4 days? Everyone is playing attacking cricket. We saw what happened in West Indies versus Australia. Australian batters. What was the need? West Indies batters showed how to what you call play 100 odd balls and score 30-40 runs. That is what pure test cricket is. Even Kane Williamson and Rachin Ravindra yesterday and day before yesterday, they played proper test cricket and scored smash centuries. Williamson smashed 2 centuries and Rachin Ravindra was also he played a bit of good cricket also. So these guys are showing that this is not about baseball. See, baseball, no doubt, it may have success in England, in Pakistan, but in India, no, it's going to be very tough. I'm still backing England to come back strongly, but they have to change their approach. A little bit adjustment they need to do. There is no difference between Dravid ball and baseball, in my opinion.
See, speaking about Joe Root, as everyone is speaking about his canny out in the uncanny way of getting out in the second innings, because no one is expected to see Joe Root playing like Brendan Mathalam. But as we see his dismissal, it seems like the injury which happened to him on the third day while fielding had something to do on his mind during that dismissal, because everyone was speculating that he might not come out to bat. But he
Hmm.
came when England was in trouble, and somewhere he thought in a hurry that I should go for runs. So is Joe Root himself convinced about the approach he needs to apply when the inland batters around him is playing the baseball cricket? Because as we know, Joe Root is like a fulcrum in the team. What
Yeah.
is, sir, your opinion?
Yes, see, Joe Root's game has been damaged a lot due to these leagues also. He was seen playing in the last year ILT20 league instead of playing for England against Bangladesh. See, he has got a lot of runs. His first maiden test overseas tour was in India in 2012, 12-13, which England won. So he knows. Andy Flower was the head coach at that time. So the Andy Flower and Alistair Cook, they gave him the chance and he played very good cricket. See, Joe Root, there should not be any what to call. No one should speak to him at all, to be honest. Let him play his natural game. So you already have got Rehan Ahmed can come up the order. You have got Ben Fox is there. You have got Johnny Bairstow. And what has happened to Johnny Bairstow? We are not speaking about him. He's also a kind of senior player in this team. Joe Root, you're also want him to bowl off spin in the with the new ball. I mean, थोड़ा सा बहुत ज्यादा जंबल हो रहा है मतलब a lot of jumbling is happening. They need to go to a fixed plan, at a strategic one. Plan A, plan B is good, but not every time your Joe Root is going to pick wickets. He was also taken to the cleaners.
Yeah, my question to Koteshwar would be, coming to India's victory, two main architects for the Indian victory was two J's from the Indian team. One
Yes.
Yashasvi Jaiswal and other the Indian superstar of the current generation, Jasprit Bumrah. No doubt a generational bowler.
Yes.
But before we come to Bumrah, it is now evident that seeing the first two tests, we can see that Jaiswal has come out of age and now he can be called as a hero of first innings. As in Hyderabad too, in the first innings, he scored a quick fire 80, and in Vizag, in the first inning double hundred, it enabled India to score at least 396 runs on a pitch, which was supported to batters, but other batters considerably failed on that in the first innings. So
Yeah, I
let me
think
have your word on Yashasvi Jaiswal first,
Yeah, I
Koteshwar.
think he's very young and he's learning. I mean, he's getting the big scores in the first innings, but he has to learn. Maybe something is changing while batting in during the second innings. There might be some mentality change. I mean, he's not that attacking while batting in the second innings, while he's batting freely while batting in the India's first innings. So I think it's something it goes to his mindset. I mean, there might be some scoreboard pressure, or India wants to give he wants to give a too it takes too much to his mind that he wants to provide a good start, so he's taking too much pressure on himself and might not be doing that well in second innings. But he has this time and he will definitely prove in the second innings too. But coming to the first innings, he showed all the Indian batsmen. I mean, Shreyas Iyer, Shubman Gill, how to bat on these kind of surfaces, how to convert your starts into big and substantial scores and not throw your wicket. He was he was he mixed his caution and he played aggressively whenever possible. He didn't uh, leave the loose balls too. I mean, uh, he just was brilliant. I mean, on giving that India the start. I mean, I think the way he got out would be disappointing. I mean, Anderson was just too experienced and he drew himself into the shot. But that was one kind of innings from him.
Yeah, true. Means we can say that jazz ball just took baseball out of the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but coming from one bowler, the young Anderson, who seems to that young by age only, because he not seeming to retire at 41 years old, to the next generational bowler. Jasprit Bumrah, what we can say about him, Koteshwar? He is just out of the world.
I
150
mean,
wickets to test Indian simmer to that. And on the pitch where everyone thought Ravichandran Ashwin and Indian spinners would wreak havoc, this man just comes out of the picture and grabs 9 wickets, adding to the wickets in Hyderabad. And his spells in the afternoons are now as a worthwhile spell in cricket in archives now.
I mean,
Especially your thirst to Oli Pope and Ben Stokes, where Ben Stokes just didn't know where the ball went. Bumrah in the afternoon has become lethal for the English batsmen on Indian pitches. So what you say, Bumrah after recovery?
I mean,
How you
that
see?
is the spell only Jasprit Bumrah can bowl in Indian surfaces, and no other bowler. I assure you, no other bowler can do that on Indian surfaces. The way he used the reverse swing, he was not that effective while bowling with the new ball. But when he came back with the old ball after 25 overs or something, he was just brilliant. The batsman failed to pick him. I mean, he was swinging the ball both sides, and he induced those false shots from the batsman. I mean, he used the slower ball too effectively. I mean, the batsmen are not able to read his deliveries from his hand. He changes those, he bowls the slower deliveries late. He brings those movement late. So, I mean, it's getting tougher for the batsman. It's truly a challenge for the English batsman. Not only English batsman, every batsman will face difficulties facing Jasprit Bumrah. But the spell he bowled in during the first innings, it was one for the archives. We can talk about it so many days. The ball he bowled to Oli Pope, the in swinging Yorker, that was I mean, the way he bowled to it shows the difference between the quality of Jasprit Bumrah and other Indian pacers. I mean, no other Indian pacers will be that effective. Even we saw Mukesh Kumar was not that effective too in bowling. But when Jasprit Bumrah came to bowl, we feel more. I mean, we feel like we would get a wicket more than will Ashwin or Jadeja will be bowling on Indian surface. That too. So that is something he has learned, and he's producing some magical spells, I would say.
So Varad sir, I know you are a little bit down with England's loss, but you should certainly have to say some words for Jasprit Bumrah. So what's your take on Jasprit Bumrah?
Jasprit Bumrah, like, see the secret behind whatever fast bowling from Australia, England, South Africa, whoever the greatest bowlers with legendary iconic bowlers is to bowl straight. The more you bowl straight, the more you are going to pick wickets. Mohammad Siraj is doing at the moment, and now is the next big thing in world cricket across all the three formats. And so is Jasprit Bumrah is doing. Jasprit Bumrah is around the team since 2015. It has been around 8 years, 9 years to be precise, in and out of the team, injuries and all that stuff. Jasprit Bumrah showed that one bowler can create a havoc. The way he got rid of Joe Root and Johnny Bairstow in the first innings, that entirely changed the complexion of the match. So Jasprit Bumrah, he's like a secret weapon. Like just Australia have Mitchell Stark. No, Mitchell Stark is not that much consistent every time. Like he will pick wickets. So is Jasprit Bumrah. Just he should be used and monitored very smartly and carefully.
Yeah, true. Now from Bumrah to another bowler, Ravichandran Ashwin. Everyone speculated that Ashwin's 500 test wicket would come in the first test itself. Yeah, he was 10 wickets away, but yeah, on Indian pitches you can expect a fiver or a six for Ashwin. But Ashwin has not been able to come into his element. He is still left stranded at 499 wickets after the second test. So Koteshwar, I would like to ask you what is going wrong for Ravichandran Ashwin? Is the pressure of 500 test wickets taking a toll on this bat? Or the age is coming his way in the bowling conditions?
Nothing to the age. I think he has taken his mind is full concentrated on the landmark. I mean, it's a very special landmark. Only 7 bowlers till date have registered that crossed that landmark. So it might be doing something on his brain, but like he might be desperate for that. After that, if he gets the once he gets the 500 test wicket, he might be bowling more freely, and he might be. I mean, he might be more effective on these pitches.
Okay. Saying about the landmark, Varad sir, another bowler is closer to the 700 iconic landmark, and that's James Anderson from England. So this 41-year-old doesn't seem to be stopping at any moment now. Means people get retired around 30 to 35, especially the fast
Fast.
bowlers. But James Anderson with his fitness seems to be have defied the numbers as well. So what you will say about James Anderson's spell? I mean, small spells but effective during the test match.
Actually, to be very brutally honest now, with all of you guys, James Anderson hasn't got the recognition. Like everyone says that Anderson is a England bowler, English conditions bowler. But look at his stats. In subcontinental, in Australian, South African, if you pick 2 to 3 wickets also now in the one test match, in 2 innings, 2 to 1 or 2 wicket, it is very good. See, James Anderson, he has such a beautiful, gorgeous bowling action. No, you can just fall in love with that action. Yeah, you have no idea whether it's an in swinger, out swinger, it's a straight one, it's a scramble seam. The batter is bamboozled. See, we are very fortunate. Our generation is very fortunate that we are witnessing a greatest and iconic fast bowler who still says that I can play another couple of years, another couple of years. He should never retire. See, the next generation should know what is fast bowling, because all fast bowlers aren't going to come into the commentary box or in the expert panel. Some are going to do other career they're going to choose. But James Anderson, I mean, oh boy, what a bowler! What you call a fine England cricket board has given to the world of cricket. See, we all know that Dale Steyn is the main speedster, Sean Pollock, Mackay Antony, and in Australia we've got Brett Lee. There is lots and
Glenn
lots of
McGrath.
Mitchell Johnson is there, but James Anderson is one in a billion, in a zillion. I'm telling you, we won't be able to see such sort of bowler in any due time.
I mean, I think
Yeah, true.
before 35, age of 34, 35, Anderson was a England bully. I mean, he would bowl better in England. But after that, with the experience he gained, he improved. I mean, if he was not picking wickets, he was not giving away too many runs. I mean, he was consistent with his economy and he was supporting the other bowlers to pick wickets. I mean, in this match too, he gave away very few runs compared to the other England spinners. If Markwood has would have been playing, he would have gone at a rate of 5, I think so. And Anderson was going below 2 runs per over.
Yeah, true. Anderson just defies the age. That's what we conclude. But going by the name, there was two players actually from the Indian squad, Koteshwar, whose plays were under scrutiny. One, Shreyash Iyer, and second one, the Indian legend in the making, as per the people saying, Shubman Gill. So, Shreyash Iyer, however, failed with the bat youth and traded Ben Stokes for it. But Shreyash Iyer took his revenge afterwards, taking his wicket of runs in the match. That was a 1-1 between both of them. But then, with the bat, Shubman Gill shown in the second innings 104 runs in immense pressure, because when two wickets were down, India were 173 just runs ahead, and some more wickets there. India definitely would have repeated the day three heroics what they did at Hyderabad. They win the match away to England. So Shubman Gill at that moment scored in 104, and at least for now cementing his place in the test team for now. What you say about Shubman Gill?
He was nervous at the start. I mean, some calls gone in favor of him, some close calls, but he survived that patch and he go on to score. He adjusted himself. He was rotating the strike well this innings in the fourth innings. I mean, compared to the previous test where he didn't use his feet well and he didn't come forward and just look to play for singles, but he was looking to play big shots in the previous games. But he was looking here, he was coming out of his crease and knocking the ball for 1 and 2 in the second innings where he played that 100. Even, I mean, he looked to bat positively and he's used his feet superbly. I mean, he scored some brilliant shots, stepping out and hitting straight down the ground. I think he hit 3 or 4 boundaries in that area that gave him some confidence. I mean, it was missing in those previous games. So coming to but the way he got out in the second innings, it was disappointing to see. I mean, just before that ball, Ben Stokes has changed the field setup, and he got out. He fell in. He went. He looked to score in the same region where Ben Stokes removed the fielder, but it didn't go India's way. But okay, it was a it was a good knock from Shubman Gill. It was needed for him and Indian cricket especially, who want to groom him as a number 3 batsman. And coming to Shreyas Iyer, I think he will be more needed as a batsman than a fielder. Uh, I mean, it was a good run out, but okay. I mean, he could have cashed in more in the batting. He was batting. He's getting starts, but he's not looking to convert them. He's going for some uh, big shots, and he's trying to get out. In the second innings, it was a great catch from Ben Stokes, obviously, but he still should have cashed in more. I mean, he should have bided more time on the crease and look to hit straight in swing over deep mid wicket or long on. He has to learn from, I mean, Shubman Gill, who he was in the opposite end while he was batting and he was scoring those straight shot. So he might learn. He should learn from Shubman Gill instead of going those. I mean, the bat has turned while he played that shot. So if he played that shot straight down the ground, it might have got a different result. His play
Yeah,
might
true,
be
Kotesh.
to yes, his plays might be
Yeah, true,
to
Koteshwar. So,
yes.
yeah, continue. Yeah,
But
true, Koteshwar. It's like Ben Stokes really is a Willy captain now. He
uh,
really thinks and plays like a chess on a cricket field. But
uh,
saying so, the captain playing like chess went out on a garden for a stroll and got run out, Varad. Sorry to say, but Ben Stokes just was wandering in the garden before Shreyas Iyer got out. So, what happened to the captain's mind during that time? Was he not aware that England were few runs away or a partnership away from a famous win?
Yeah, actually, I think Ben Stokes is a little bit, whatever, a lot of worried. His body language, see, he can't bowl, so that is also hurting him. Like, he can also pick couple of wickets in the match and change the complexion, and the entire match can be turned into England's favor. And also, like, he's very much injury prone. In the last 3 to 4 years, if you have seen, he retired in the ODI format and then came back for the World Cup. It wasn't a good place. His knees troubling him a lot. He played IPL 2023 and then he now has withdrawn from the CSK squad. So, and since in 2026, we have got the Ashes also. So, lots and lots of responsibilities are on his shoulders. The spin attack is also very inexperienced. Jack Leach wasn't there. So मतलब सबका सब एक साथ आ गया ना, मतलब tension ही tension, everything, there is tension at every place for him. So that might get got into his mind, and see if you guys have noticed, to all the viewers, his body language isn't that much convincing. In the first test match, they had to grind a lot. They had to, what to call, snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And only after 3 to 4 days or 5 days they play the second test match. बहुत सारा थके हुए चेहरे थे सबके, fatigue. There's a lot of fatigue. So that's why Ben Stokes. And now the third test match, which is about on 15th of February, I think I can see a rejuvenated, what you call, lively, animated Ben Stokes, just like Rohit Sharma was there, or what you call fast forward, candid one, having conversations. So we can see that Ben Stokes again.
Yeah, coming from one captain to another. Koteshwar, Rohit Sharma, as usual in his carefree attitude, this time found himself the mojo of captaincy. Means if there was a want in him that yes, first match we lost due to our mistake. Second match, yes, we are not gonna leave England far behind. We are gonna cash it, make it 1-1, and go to Rajkot on 1-1. So Rohit Sharma seemed to be rejuvenated on the field. Uh, uh, encouraging their fielders. And yes, you just stepped away Rohit Sharma from the mic this time on the stumps. Because mic stumps have recorded so many things from Rohit Sharma this time. Like calling that don't feel that it's a garden when you stroll on the field to young kids. So he was constantly, because he knew he had Bumrah at his back, his main strike bowler. But yes, what Rohit Sharma with the bat seems to have disappointed a lot, because in absence of Virat Kohli, everyone thought the start which Yashasvi Jaiswal was succeeded in giving should be provided by Rohit Sharma himself, especially on Indian pitches. But yes, saying so, his captainship really impressed all. But one my question to you is Rohit Sharma really improved as a captain in the second innings, especially because giving Akshar Patel longer spells when he was going for runs couldn't make sense as Kuldeep Yadav was the third spinner available at that time, who took immediately wicket of Jack Trolly on his return. Your thoughts on Rohit Sharma's captainship?
I think he wanted someone who takes the ball away from the right-handers. That was the plan. I think that was the that might be the plan behind bowling Akshar Patel longer spells. I mean, there is already Ashwin who turns the ball into the right-handers, and he wanted someone to bowl away from them. Akshar Patel has a great record during the previous tour, and this is a long tour. I mean, Akshar Patel hasn't found his element in this tour yet, and I think he's making him ready for the third test. Rohit Sharma wants to give some confidence to Akshar Patel that he wants to back him. He backs his bowler to pick wickets during the remaining part of this tour. So I'm coming to the Akshar Patel's performance. He picked up some crucial wicket of Rehan Ahmed on the last day. That was the start of the collapse. I mean, I would say collapse of England. But that the wicket that Kuldeep Yadav got on of Jock Crawley, there is some chirping around that from Ben Stokes saying that luck wasn't on his favor, their favor, but that is all nonsense. England keep giving excuses whenever they lose some matches, but I think they have to look at their opposition too. I mean, the umpires are not from India and they are not favoring India. They are neutral umpires and they would give the decisions in their choice. And the decisions, some decisions for India too were bad and helped England too.
So, Varad sir, coming
Yeah.
on the umpiring decisions as said by Koteshwar Rao, umpires were very on-field umpires, according to him, were very bad and biased in terms of inland. Well, what do you say that DRS inland now will make the issue of a DRS of Kuldeep Yadav that the ball was slipping, or especially Ashwin's fifth 100 wicket turned down to 499 when eventually umpire gave him out. But when they checked it, the umpire said that it was an appeal for a catch out and not an LBW. So what do you say that the on-field umpiring has now becomes substandard due to the use of DRS, especially.
No, no, actually, we need umpires. See, we must give them credit that see, it's not easy to become an umpire. You have to get to acclimatize to the conditions and all that stuff. See, technology is made by human only. The technology wasn't born by itself, like DRS is everything. So no doubt in ODI World Cup 23 there were flaws into the, and now also there are very flaws. ICC has to take a stance, find a middle ground. And see, Kuldeep Yadav and Jack Crowley, whatever that happened, I think we should not comment on it, to be honest, because it's gone to a particular level that either you make DRS more powerful, efficient one, or keep another technology, introduce another technology. Because DRS, it has been around since my last 16 to 17 years. 2008 was when DRS was introduced. That Ajantha Mendes and Virendra Sehwag, that whatever happened, DRS was used for the first time. 2009, if I'm not wrong, or 2008. So, and guys, we have to what you call even if it is clipping the leg stump and all that other stump or not, England didn't play well cricket. Why there is so much hurry to score runs? Or take your time. No, Britishers, to the all Great Britain and everything, take your time. Your game wasn't like this. You used to score 300 runs in 90 overs, 310, 320 runs. Or see, because what will happen? No, England once again will have to go back to the drawing board if they lose the third test match, which is on 15th of February. It's a do or die game, that because which side will take the lead now, which will win the eventual the series. Anup sir, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. And the first one, why ICT fans always think that India is a superior one as compared to England, Australia, or any other team? These guys don't play cricket. Don't they have a brilliant support staff, backroom staff? Only India, India, India is see. I am an Indian citizen, and I really love that we are cricket loving nation and all that. But we should give credit to other guys also, other teams also, right?
See, answer to your question is like there is no doubt Australia, England are superpowers in cricket. England invented cricket, Australia is the current world champion, but India in its own condition should be given its own due. Because for the last 12 years, India has even lost a test series in its own condition, which is a big deal for any country. Even Australia has lost a test series in their own home conditions. Even England has lost a test series. So India doing so India is up to the mark. Yes, yeah, there are some norms like ICC trophy defines the world's best, but overall India is up to the supreme powers in the last 2 decades, I will say. Moving forward as time is very limited. Coming to the third test now, the test series is squared 1-1, and we have big 10 days gap between everyone hits to Rajkot. My question to Koteshwar is that with KL Rahul returning for the next test and Virat Kohli, actually we don't know where he lies now because he seems to be gone into exile now. Virat Kohli, no news, but KL Rahul expected to return, and Rahul Dravid hinted that Bumrah has to be given rest due to his workload issues. Do you really think it is necessary for Bumrah to take rest? Because 10 days rest before the test match is enough for Bumrah. And before sealing the test series, it will be unfair on Bumrah to take a rest. And secondly, who will replace Shreyash Iyer in the third test match? Your
If
tweet
KL
will.
Rahul, uh, if KL Rahul comes in, Rajat Patidar would be missed. And I think with considering Bumrah, it's better that we as fans want him to play and win the series for India, but India wants to look at the bigger picture and they don't want to use him more. They don't want to commit some same mistakes of bowling him too long and giving him longer spells. He already bowled a long, very big spell during the second test. They want to give enough rest before he can come and fit and roaring for the fourth test.
But they will be that at the expense of India going down 2-1. That Bumrah coming back. So
Uh,
Bumrah himself would be
it,
under pressure in the
Actually,
fourth
actually,
test.
there
let's
are
let me have a word on this. See, we take a break from national duty and play non-stop IPL, right? 14 matches, 16 matches, 17 matches. But see, national duty is national duty. You have to play it. मेरा तो ये मानना है. I just believe that 10 days rest, just as Anup sir said, 10 days is enough, more than enough, because you already have that health and mental health and conditioning coaches there. You have got the trainers, you have got the dietitian, everything is there. Play both Siraj and Bumrah and make Mukesh Kumar take some rest and make him available. Use him as a secret weapon for the fourth and fifth test match. So to all the viewers and all the Anup sir and Koteshwar, I think we are in for a thriller because Rajkot test match, it also can be what you call a batting paradise and also a
yeah.
boring test match also. See, if both the sides score 600 runs or 500 runs now, the match would what you call would either go into the draw or England will win it, because England will go like, we want results at any cost. We want results. We will get out in one session, but we want the results. It's such a bad mentality. No, I am not much happy about their what you call the way they lost the match. They should have shown some fight. There was a lot of time left in the test match, but Brendan McCullum's ideology and Ben Stokes' ideology is still very hard to grasp and know. So, guys, thank you, Anup sir and Koteshwar. So, guys, if you like the video, then only share it. We are not forcing you. We are going to make a lots and lots of content. We have got a bumper season as loaded. And thank you, Anup sir and Koteshwar. See you guys soon. Take care. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.